what is happening in dollar yen? Well, before we reach the wrap up, dollar yen is going up because of talk about. You're in Hamburg. Okay. For cable, it depends a lot on the retail sales figures for the next hour or so. Is it a temporary rally? This depends on the mood in markets. So for the next hour, it's retail sales, and then afterwards it's the mood in markets. Currently positive, supportive of the pound. Southern Germany is better than the north as well. Okay. Southern Germany is prettier than the north. Well, in terms of nature, at least. I've been to the south there. Anyway, let's begin the wrap up for today. Let's begin with this guy, Mario Draghi. Let's see if I can show you my t-shirt, courtesy of Forex Live. This is also Dale Pinkert has this t-shirt. Here's rock and roll Draghi. Okay, and I think yesterday he did his rock star thing. Let's go back to the chart and see what he did. So this is the fall in euro dollar. Boom, right here. Not huge, but we fell under 108. That was a false break, 107.80. And then moving up again, but in general, euro dollar is slightly weaker. What did Draghi say? What did Draghi do? He reported new downside risks emerging in 2016. That's emerging markets. China, oil prices that fell 40% since the cutoff for the ECB forecasts, the previous ones, and that they're ready to act in March when they'll have new forecasts, including those for 2018. So euro dollar did lose some ground, didn't go too fast. My explanation is that it's the fourth central bank, if you wish, to warn about the deteriorating situation in China, emerging markets, inflation, oil, everything. Stocks, of course, they're very sensitive. So we're expecting also the Fed to back off, and we've seen in the past week or two that chances for rate hike in the US for March are lower. In addition, we had, thanks to Draghi and also thanks to a small rise in, a drop in distillates of oil, not crude oil, that we had a rally in oil prices back above 30, a rally in stocks, a rally in commodity currencies in the pound, a weaker euro, and a weaker yen. Now, the yen is also moving on its own, because on Wednesday already we had the Bank of Japan talking about action coming up, okay? They don't like the strength of the yen, they don't like the safe haven yen, especially against the rivals in China, but also against the euro and the dollar, and a lot more against, of course, commodity currencies in the pound. The yen is less competitive, and they can also allow themselves a weaker yen, okay, because of falling oil prices. So let's look a bit at charts. Sorry for that. Euro dollar ranges are 108 to 109, above that 109.50, 110, and 110.70 to the downside, 107.10. Pound dollar currently on a recovery path, 142.50, 143.50 is resistance, 142 works as support, followed by 141.25. Dollar yen getting closer to resistance here at 118.30. Support, well, around 118, but it's not that strong, 117.30. And we learned that 116 is sort of the line in the sand for the Bank of Japan. Dollar CAD, amazing recovery for the Canadian dollar, 142.40 at the moment, 143.10, and 144.40, 146 and 147. These are the lines, but we're clearly on some kind of recovery. And yeah, 142 is support for CAD. Aussie dollar also on a recovery path, crossed the 70 line. 70.65 is further resistance, 69 is clear support, but the lines here are still trying to find new ground. 68.30 is the clear line of support, even a double bottom if you wish. And Kiwi dollar, it's 65.20, broke above 65. 65.80 is resistance, despite a fall to lower lows this week. And the Kiwi, we're currently on a recovery path over there because of the better mood in markets. Okay, today we have had PMIs which are slightly worse than expected, especially in Germany. Didn't move the euro too much. We have retail sales in the UK. I'm sure it'll move. The pound, we have the Bank of England, John Cunliffe, hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, speaking at 12 GMT. Carney already killed the pound earlier this week. Let's see if his colleague can also do something. Canadian retail sales and CPI double feature from Canada at 1:30 GMT. Especially if they go in the same direction, it should be a significant mover for the loonie. And I would say second-tier figures in the US, but they're the last for the week, so they'll have the last word. Like Draghi yesterday had the last word by saying, we never give up. So existing home sales could have an impact a bit more than the market flash manufacturing PMI. So these are the events for today, and we'll get to the preview for next week. Before that, let's answer a few questions.